Yes, we are on stream, indeed. With a
Bad.
straight for we
Completely
need some
forgot.
technical thing,
Just me being
well,
stupid and forgetting.
okay, well Annie gets banned here. I think Annie is an interesting ban, especially in low elo, considering it can be very deadly in the mid lane.
I
Yeah,
think the
Village is
Kha'Zix is
pushing.
directed towards the plat player of Vixadrex. Keep an eye out.
Okay.
We
Victor
forget.
Victor banned on the blue side?
I think blue side forgets to ban someone, so that's going to be interesting for the draft
Yeah.
dynamics.
Isaac, inform us of who this Smurf is on red side.
So setting up the narrative for you lads, we've got currently, and I think team's going to play around him. He's a 4-role flex player, so while the Kha'Zix ban is directed specifically to his jungle pool, I think Mr. Drax is going to look to pop off and carry get right through the majority of this match.
Yeah, I agree. You know, obviously targeting your best player on blue side, not giving him that comfort champ, means that he's unlikely to carry. We see red side going for a Nautilus ban. What that is.
Opening Alawi?
Blue side first picking Alawi is, you know, I think Alawi does have flexibility top lane, able to play that split push, able to, you know, get that 1v5. Something bad.
Like Anson said, Alawi very strong going to do R2. Picking the jungler here, I think, likely.
Does that mean we'll see Vixdrex not on the jungle, since I don't think he plays Fiddles? Or what is going on with the blue side draft? Dylan, do you have any comments?
Well, I like to set flex support, but then the gets
revealing
options,
the
I guess
position.
His jungle or support, yeah. Pretty much. Players confidence is probably what you're looking for. Just strong players through
for sure.
champions.
Or resulting to the comfort of trying to win through lane rather than through purely relying on draft gap and team gap. The Evelyn, not very strong early hard clearing jungle, can gank very hard. Lots of early game influence does fall off, banned off from red side.
Does that mean red side believes that it will be set support here? Banning the Zinzao, saying that you're not going to play set jungle because we think that set jungle is out of the meta. We don't think set jungle has enough potential to gank, and instead targeting for a jungle ban.
Preferring the set support matchup into the Kai'Sa Yuumi potentially. The Fura ban from blue side, getting rid of the top options and answers into Alawi. Allowing Alawi to play top side, play strong side.
I'm actually very surprised they didn't take the top counter pick on red side here, especially after the R is revealed. So you know you have a free counter here.
Well, we'll see if there's any traps actually, you know, they've prepped. That might be the case. And I think it's Lee Sin is a Lee Sin ban on the red side. I'm unsure. There's no ban either. No ban. It's free. That's why we are. Might be banning
supposedly
on
some
we're apparently cutting out.
Technical difficulties that'll be sorted through during a spectator delay. So apologies for everyone watching, but hopefully we can get through that after champions get locked in.
you know, we are going to play Swain in the support role and picking probably set in the jungle, unless we see Alawi jungle,
I
which is
actually
possible.
think that could be Swain ADC because these players have shown a tendency to play these kind of mages in the ADC position. So jungle pick right now. But I
Potential
could be
first
wrong.
coming
Yeah,
out.
there we go.
Olaf,
It
there
will
you
be
go.
the
go.
Olaf.
Dylan, spot on.
Spot on, yeah.
So red with counter pick, picking mid laner into the Ari, and letting the Renekton go into the
I
Alawi.
think actually, was it Liquid Academy actually who played Swain 80 carry today? I back into the
There you
meta.
go.
I
The
think
guy said
Swain's
it.
good.
And decent matchup into Ari as long as you can survive the dodge those charms.
We'll go in with Fiddlesticks ult. We'll go in Galio ult, and you're just gonna get bursted up. But blue side, I think, has a sort of tendency to be more tanky in this matchup, saying that even if you ult us with Fiddle and Galio, we can still win, right? We're trying to go and just get to your Kai'Sa in the backline, get to your Fiddlesticks, and not get run over.
Finalizing the client now. But I think both drops fairly dynamic, just up to the players to execute correctly.
Yeah, definitely a bot lane, and the bot lane looks quite tough on for blue side right now. Pretty much relying on that Swainy as your only kind of range option to get into to survive this lane against this Kai'Sa unit with its just extreme range in comparison to these two basically melee champions. Yeah, we're just waiting while our lobby gets made and the spectator delay goes through, so we can finally stream the game to you.
5-minute delay, unavoidable. Unfortunately, because Riot Games is
Blue side in this case is swapping Alawi Fezril. Okay.
Okay,
I guess that is in order.
I guess that's an order. I assume both teams have agreed to this. Otherwise, God,
I guess we're
whatever
gonna see
happens,
set
happens.
top.
I guess.
Well,
Set top with
you know, I guess we're not seeing the Swain 80 carry, which is
bit of a letdown. So I guess it's Swain support.
So Anson, how's your solo queuing adventures been going?
yeah. Thanks for
Yeah.
asking, Dylan. But I mean, I'm currently in Gold 4. I was a former plat player, a two-time Tier 4 Clash winner. So
Nice.
it's been an eventual grind in solo queue lately. You know, I think there are. I used to be a support main, but you know, moving to 80 carry into mid is more my role now in gold, and yeah, that's really it. How about you, Dylan?
Uh, yeah, I've also done the same actually, switching out of support into AD as well. A little bit of mid, but I'm just sticking to like Aphelios, Ash, just like kind of fun ADs. Sit back and chill, farm a bit, then win
Yeah,
the game.
There
I
you
think
go.
that's nice. Oh.
Bronze 3 placement all the way up to S2, S1 right now. So there's a tip for anyone out there that
Oh, but I feel like it's very
very
boosted, dude.
But it is what it is. We do see that hyper carry player that we highlighted earlier on the jungler Olaf. So we'll see. We're looking for him to take over this game for blue side and really carry his team through.
Especially into a 56. Capacity to power clear Olaf on 305 full clear. Capacity to play for early game and just completely take over the map through tempo and winning lanes, hopefully. You've got fairly even matchups. Obviously, the range into melee matchup for Ari into Galio. So Galio trying to play without prio for the most part, though very strong wave clear on Galio and Ari's side. So that mid dynamic is going to be very interesting.
Yeah. I mean, I think red side just looks to play through their jungle, right? You know, we've talked all through this cast that Olaf is a quite highly skilled player, especially in this game, right? We expect blue team to go for, those team fights whilst red tries to win through lanes. And I think that's mainly it. They do have the set on the red side, and they do have the late scaling on Ezreal on the red side now. So I think if this gets late, we might actually see a red side victory. Although, don't discount Fiddlesticks Galio Kai'Sa combos. That is scary. But as we are heading in spectator delay, we don't want to be sniping the games. What do you think about matchups, Dylan? Do you know any bot side matchups, especially considering you play support?
As an ADC support connoisseur yourself.
Sure. I have opinions about the Swain lanes. I think just when you play Swain support, you're literally just praying to hit E, or the turtles might control your opponents into just walking to the E so you can trade. Otherwise, you're just kind of sitting there. But it is a Yumi, so it's probably just end up just going to be a passive lane until a Swain E lands and then someone dies. That's pretty much it.
I agree. Yeah, I agree. I think Ezreal Swain doesn't really have much kill potential in this lane, especially considering Ezreal is a more scaling laner, looking to really play safe till the mid lane, and Kai'Sa Yumi has obviously no kill threat at all.
But once again, obviously, Swain the 2-for-1 combo. If you root the Kai'Sa, you get the cat along with it. So looking to play around that hard CC to disable both champions, and Ezreal with the new meta of the tank build, potentially able to cut around the Kai'Sa and play around. And spectator delay finished now, so we just wait until my slightly crappy PC finishes loading the game, and we'll jump straight into it, I guess.
Yeah, let's go. We've got game 1 on the way.
Once again, a best of 3 prize pool. We won't mention because you guys will find out later. Keep it a secret for the viewers as well, I guess. Bit of incentive to keep watching. Should be a lovely show of silver to gold, complete fiestas. But there you go.
Yeah. I'm interested to see how this game will go. I do believe that in terms of draft, I really like blue side draft. Saying that we have a reliable source of engage with Fiddlesticks, right? It's a pretty easy press R button. As I think we're loaded in the game. Well, at least I'm loaded in the game.
Yep.
Yeah, is everyone loading the game?
Yep. Nice and
Okay,
quick.
I'm at 5 seconds. I'm pausing at 5 seconds.
Yep. I'm still
Alright.
loading.
You're still loading?
Yep.
Alright, tell me when you've loaded up.
Will do.
Just stop at 5 seconds, and we'll do 3, 2, 1, and we'll start like that. Okay?
Easy enough.
Yeah, but I said,
Ready?
I think blue side buff's good.
10
Sorry?
seconds, 11 seconds, 12 seconds.
Oh, no,
13
go to 5
seconds.
seconds. Go to 5 seconds. Just stop at 5 seconds.
Okay.
Yep. Everyone's stopping at 5 second round.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. 3, 2, 1, start. Alright,
Right,
we're in
there
game.
we go.
And let's have a look.
Get right on blue side.
Do you think there'll be an invade of sorts from blue red here?
Not sure, but I do have to compliment Blue Side for bringing out their Pride Month colors, and also
Respectable.
also the Yari on right side. Here we go. Looks like Red side is just gonna be guarding like 5 points along their side of the jungle, watching for an invade.
Yeah, I don't
And,
think. Oh, red may be going for an invade here. There are 4 people on the bot side.
You'll be late checking this bush actually.
Yeah.
Will be safe, but extremely scary player.
Yeah, but top side, not looking for anything. Just a ward down. Yeah, it just seems like a very safe game from both sides, saying we won't invade, let's go through the lanes, we're not trying to cheese for wins. And I think that's like perfectly fine, right? You know, I don't think neither side really has any engage tools that, except for maybe Swain E on red side, that can really, you know, pack a punch. So it's a top side start for blue and a red side bottom blue buff start from bottom.
Olaf looking to get the leash as well from bot side to help with the power clear. Fiddle with the double buff, the double camp start and the control ward on red from the Yumi, obviously not needing the pot for the camps or for the trade in lane, so looking to see where junglers pass, potentially just a full clear on both sides.
Yeah, well, we're gonna get some early trades in, I think, top and mid, but nothing there to be scared about. Yeah. Like, I expect there will be a full clear on both.
The root lands.
Blue.
Electrocute procs, just auto weaving. Once again, 2-for-1 special. And okay, that Q lands and bot side has complete level 1, level 2 prio from bot side, winning the lane.
I mean,
That's
Yumi
actually
also-
really good.
Yumi
Okay,
also not
maybe
really
a solo
using
kill
that
walking
position,
up,
but-
autos, has heal, has flash, has to burn their heal level 1 from an Ezreal Swain lane, interesting.
Just seems like this Yumi also doesn't know that you can just how to utilize the passive by just jumping out and getting the shield block from an auto and reattaching. But we'll see how that goes. Engage onto the top side. Nice shot trade, and we'll go back to CS.
Yeah, I think it's really important to note that if bot lane has the advantage on the Ezreal and Swain lane, it actually might become really scary. You know?
The E forward into the Q, it's a worth trade always. Ari getting caught up by the taunt as well though. Electrocute procs, no aftershock for Get Wrong though, so it might be a losing trade, especially with the stacked minion wave. Gets the cannon though. Phase Breaker into the sun, double E, electrocute mid, ignite, flash popped. Could have been a solo kill, very well played from the Ari. The W hits on the Kai'Sa, E forward,
And
another
Kai's
Q
still level
lands.
1! Kai's still level 1, dude!
Getting completely
Wow.
zoned.
Is getting dove level 3.
Wow.
Prophecy.
That is not looking good for blue side bot lane. You know, that feels so bad as Kai'Sa. But 2 tower shots to Ezreal means bad.
Fiddle 6 here though. Skipping Scuttle.
Yo, Fiddle
Thank
can
you, bot
get a
lane.
gank here, dude.
Top fighting though.
Fiddle walking back up over to get Scuttle Crab.
Olaf invading. You can no camps up from the Fiddle though. Olaf wasting some amount of time on tempo and resetting. There we go, there's the back. Should know that Fiddle cleared full cleared from blue to red side. So potentially some vision as well.
I think it's important. Like, I think Red Side really are showing why they're the favorites coming to this tournament, right? Both bot lane and mid lane nearly getting kills onto their counterparts.
E forward, Q still lands through the minion wave. W on the reflex though. Just lots of training going on bot side. Very, very volatile lane for both junglers, but both are just full clearing. Trade into the face breaker, still hits. True damage on set, very balanced champion. E, another root head. Ezreal very low though. Just to Swain electrocute proc. Big way stab top side.
Yeah, like look at the CS, dude. 10 CS lead from the AD already.
I think Olaf just here to push out the wave, help the bot side get the reset. Losing a little bit of tempo, but should be fine.
Yeah, like I like how Red Side have played this early game, right? They're leading.
Top side face breaker into the W. Flash auto misses. Tanks 2 tower gonna die.
Wow.
Loading. The auto cancel from Milk237 misses out on the solo kill on the Renekton though.
And Renekton with a flash, just standing there, saying like, "You're not gonna auto me, man. You're not autoing me," and getting out alive.
Maybe a brain like Fiddle coming to gank though. The level 6 Knuckle Push coming in. The fleet, the silence. Set can maybe 1v2 this, has level 6. Fighting in mid side though, the knock up. Q.
And RE6?
RE Charm has 6. Decides not to go for the tower dive and Set just walks out. Doesn't even have to burn the face breaker.
Meanwhile, Olaf on bot side starting up Dragon.
Using that tempo very well. Ignores the Krog Raptor respawn, but instead just uses that full bot tempo to just do Dragon. Mid lane is getting absolutely gapped though. Ian, okay, Charm, and it's a solo kill by Darkapus. Nice clean, straight in, straight out by the Ari with the R.
Yeah, I don't know what Galio was standing there, dude. Like, just back, man. You've got TP. You don't need to be on the tower, dude. Just stay.
Against resetting. Yeah. Just a mistake, greeting for the wave when he didn't need to. My life invading now. The root hits. W, Q, E, electrocute. Auto, one more. Flash heal, burn. Ooh. Boss is getting very, very, very close. Olaf
about
invading into the fiddle. Potential fight, potential dive. He meets.
Yeah. Bot lane on a nice edge here, Blue side really looking rough in this early laning phase. Already being dived at level 3 and now, being forced to back under your tower. That just doesn't feel right.
And a 1k gold lead at 7 minutes. There you go, guys.
What do you think? What do you think are the win conditions for blue side? How they come back in this game, Dylan?
It's really rough at the moment, man. Like, you're gonna have to stop this bleeding in bot side, but with that Olaf constantly being hovering on this bot side for the last couple of minutes, it's quite impossible to do anything. And also, you just have to avoid those Swainies, man. Like, there's not much else you can do because top is probably pushed as well. But with this minion wave, she's just gonna be taking the trades and just face breaking you back in the tower, so you're going to be bleeding CS on the top as well.
And note especially the vision control of bot side, red side, preventing the Galio Fiddle combo from coming in ever again. Galio's ult is just basically nullified until big 5v5 fights break out. Especially with the teleport advantage, you should be using it to try to get cross-map plays, but the vision control from red side is just denying a lot of that. Set coming from the bush, then maybe a cheese. Doesn't have the move speed. Just auto-spacing from the Renekton.
Yeah, I think Bill actually...
Q, fight bot side, has a flash, remember flash during lane, Olaf ult coming in, no slow, that's a solo kill, not a solo kill. A 3-man kill, dive onto the class, so Yuumi has nothing to go to, running towards the Olaf, he's out there, he's slowed, Olaf has thrown the axes and Olaf gets the kill, Ezreal gets the kill, and Galio dodges the E, or rather Ari misses the E predict, and bot side is just completely blown open.
I mean, just a great play from red side, right? Saying, like, we know that Fiddle is top side. We know we can invade to your red side without any threat. We know that our bot lane is just stronger than your bot lane 2v2 straight up. And getting those 2 kills proves that.
When the ball comes out, are we looking for a trade back?
Fiddle, ult, pop. Flashed in as well. This might be losing. Charm hits. Ult comes in from Galio, but it's bad. Ari goes back in, might be bitten, has the flash though, dashes again, and Get Wrong flashes in, but gets autoed by the Olaf, and it looks like a complete disaster mid. The Fiddle tries to force and doesn't get anything, the Ori with bubble sums.
Well, I still like this. I still like this play from blue side, saying like we won't give up in the early game. We're gonna try something out. I don't think, you know, mechanically it was the best from blue side, but at least they tried, right? You know, you're down 0-3. You know, Ari was overextended. I think it was worth a good try, but
So thought that counts. Let's ignore the execution. Skirmishing top side, just perma fighting. Kai'Sa with 40 CS at 10 minutes, like getting completely pressured during lane.
yeah.
Still haven't hit level 6 yet.
But I think we will hopefully see more of a fight from blue side. You know, they aren't giving up in this game. They might look rough, but again, guys, this is bronze, silver. Anything can happen in team fights.
Once the map opens up and we're fighting over objectives and the death timers get long, anything can happen.
Trust. All of us know from Tolerate. Ezreal's just aiming forward aggressively into the lane, into Kai'Sa. There's no trade back from the Union. Can't do much.
I mean, they're not
Looking
scared.
for a quick push here, man.
D hits, W, Q. Predator pop by Fiddle though. Taunt, CC chain. Black Force has ult though, just gets out. Ari is just undankable. Chasing though.
Alright, coming into the
Olaf
side.
gets a Q.
And front stroke hits.
Okay,
It's not- it's
first
not
one
even
hit,
Counter-Strike.
slow, W. Okay, unstoppable pop. Ragnarok running it down unstoppable, and that's a kill by the Fiddle as well. Olaf 4-0.
Yeah, it's not looking good for blue side.
Just
Ready.
completely taking over the game.
Yet again, good attempt for blue side, but it's not exactly accounting
Get
for
out.
it.
Has to burn the hill against the Kai'Sa Yuumi lane. No ults coming out from the Yuumi though, keep in mind, so can't go in aggressively and hold the Ezreal down. Still have flash though.
I feel like every time blue side tries to force a play, red side has just a correct response to it, you know? Firstly, with the Olaf coming in for the counter gag, and then secondly, Olaf going in for the Q. I don't know what blue side can do, you know? They seem very choked in this position.
I
But,
know that all of the fights have been going on that side, so potentially Fiddle might get anything on the set. Looking for a gank potentially. Set goes in, Facebreaker comes out. Just
I mean,
even
it's
trading
a good
touch
try.
point.
I think Fiddle needs to do something here.
Fiddle's
you
still
know.
waiting though.
Yeah,
Down to
we're looking for ult over the wall there, but doesn't look like he'll find one.
Just sitting in the bush.
Yeah. So just
Going.
coming back to his lane.
Another root hits, like keep blocking for the W. Flea comes out on the set, has double sub and Facebreaker. Facebreaker into the tower range. Dark Force coming in.
Mid.
RE, WQ, everything
Record
hits
again.
unless you keep blocked again. And Gallows just dead again. With Olaf. Dive,
close.
flash,
Ooh.
Oh!
that is
Ooh,
very
nice.
close from Dr. Mr. Weasel. Olaf here though to keep up the kill. And this Olaf is absolutely huge. 5-0, 3 assists. 8 out
I
of
mean, at
9
least Blue doesn't get
KD.
perfect game now, dude. There's no perfect game on the board.
That is true. Set completely into his team. Giving over the perfect kill. Getting solo killed under tower, though with a bit of help from the Fiddle earlier again. Just Renekton an early game, guys. Very balanced champion. Can flash WQ, one-shot you from level 3.
Right, you know, red side really showing their dominance. Both jungle and mid, I think, have played very well on side.
Olaf doing Herald at 13 minutes, losing to Calculator. There's a fight in mid lane though. Charm hasn't come out. Fiddle comes in. Charm finally hits, but
good.
Duckable says ult. No ult actually. Has the ignite though. Maybe turns on to get
Flashing
wrong.
He goes wide. Here comes Olaf. With the wall, will not pick it up.
Ezreal just comes in and picks him up. The stun and the root hits on the pagan and he's just dead. Handed over to the Olaf on a silver platter and it's just
a
complete
murder.
domination in mid to bot side jungle.
I think blue side has good thoughts, you know. They have good intentions, they understand the game plan. But I feel like they're just mechanically outskilled, right? You know, missing that Q and Galio onto the RE really hurt them. I feel like we are seeing the differences between bronze and gold here.
Yeah, just even with these like small like engages, they keep on trying. Just not accounting for small things like some of spell CDs, and just even like the most common one we keep on seeing is Aria. It's like
And dodging the charm as well, that would definitely help. Just skirmishing topside, potentially an all-in by Dog Mr. Weasel. E, root hands, might be a kill, the flash comes in, Ezreal follows with an E. Nothing comes of it. 4 people bot though, Galio ult is up. Fiddle doesn't have ult but has flash. Might be a 4-man commit to the bot side, maybe to try to pick something up from blue side, just devastation plays.
It's worth a try, right? Worth a try. You're down already 10 kills.
The E comes
You
in,
gotta do
Galio
something.
through. Dashes in, gets knocked up, taunted. He's just dead. Potentially
Nice.
second one, Swain on the backside, grab the kids. Works res on the crossfire play, gets stuck to Mr. Weasel. Space comes in and Shoemaker should be picked up here. Actually doesn't get it.
Ooh.
Whereas topside Renekton dies and
Oh,
okay,
that's-
someone comes in with the charm
that
and
is
just
rough.
complete one shot. That is a
That's
very, very
devastating.
late ult. Tries to get out, gets the knock on the duck in his
oh,
Marketplace might just get 2 of them as the ult as well. The Swain's here as well. Maybe a 1v1 between the Yumi gets rooted up and it's not even close. Darkapulse gets everything here. And it is
Boy.
a triple kill for the mid laner with the Ari roams. Just more map pressure than a Galio somehow.
living on less than 100 HP though. Oof.
My man
That's
in the
close.
mid lane, dude, pulling out the tricks, dude. He's got 3 kills there. Played that near perfection. And he gets rewarded, dude. He gets rewarded.
Rounds, then come out swinging.
Whew.
There's not much to do for blue side though. Potentially something for the Drake in 40 seconds, but surely you have to give some point at this point. Olaf and Ari, okay, maybe a solid kill on the one with Magic gets it. Oh, misses completely in the other direction. The fight just walks out. Once was Magic, has flash, has heal, decides not to commit to it.
Yo, dude, just go
The
for it.
cat
Just go
did.
for it. You're 30 kills up.
And the
And
cat
solid
is
kill
getting
mentality.
activated.
Completely
actually-
empty. Just like he does during Clash, pay ADC, but that's okay. Understandable.
Yeah, this Ari with the Blicing Jewel plus Sock Pen Boots, like this Ari's gonna hurt, man. Just press R's next to you and you're gonna be dead. Close to true damage on these abilities now.
Ari roaming bot side. The ping comes down though. Not sure if he get anything, but the cat might be caught out just in no man's land. W definitely hits, the Soy hits, the charm over the wall, and it's everything. Ari gets another kill picked up. Galio with the ping, but the cat just overextending.
Yeah, dude. The Yubi had no right being there. You're gonna get dived no matter what if you have Ezreal and Swain. The Ari is just a cherry on top.
Dragon's picked up, and that's sole point in 17 minutes, and Dragon Soul coming in 23 minutes and very decisive. Oh my, the trap maybe a predict, maybe just a misplay on the Galio, but doesn't get the dodge off. Sees Faker doing it, but can't do it himself, and it's saves the flash for something, I guess, the next game.
Looks like we'll be seeing Herald mid here, and I'm thinking we're getting 2 charges.
Doesn't have bar, uses it now. The E just completely one-shots the Fiddlestick, as Dylan pointed out, and Olaf is still going, has Q, gets a slow, W comes in from Swain across the map, and Charm hits, and it's a double kill for... Ari is 10-0, doesn't pick up the Mega, has no Dark Seal, but it's just 4 mid, and game is maybe looking pre-20 minutes.
Well, I know blue side might be thinking about game 2 at this point. It looks quite dominant for red.
Takes a couple tower
Close.
shots.
Not
playing
close.
Ezreal.
Not even close. Not even close.
First item, Essence Reaver into the Dust Blade, the old meta build. Understandable though, very swishy members on blue side, as long as you can kite the Galio and the Renekton.
Man, I feel like this game looks doomed for blue. The only chance they have is really with that fiddle and trying to catch people out.
A
Because
13k gold lead.
I don't know what blue can do here. They're down a lot.
Oh, the W hits the minion.
Four comms, taunt, heal comes in. Kai'Sa ult, killer instinct comes in. The passive, everything once was magic gets picked up by the Yumi. Maybe getting the mystic items at finally 19 minutes into the game, but that's a pick that you would take happily on blue side. Ezreal just overextended.
Kill the
every time.
Kai'Sa, man! Yubi doesn't need the kill. You're getting that kill anyways. He's got no flash, no heal.
Well, you can't control UBR once it comes out, Anson. You should know this.
Yeah, but I think it's more
Absolutely
from
no
Kai'Sa not picking up that kill. It's gonna hurt.
Gets gold with the Kraken Slayer as well. Opting instead of the Gale Force. The cat just completely abandons. Get wrong, goes in, decides to go into the Ari. Ari just odds out. Gorgeous completely pagan with the stopwatch though. Getting dived by Victory Jax. No ult though, just picked up with the hammer. Or the axe rather, and 2 picks across the board. Just caught out. Just mistakes coming from blue side, even more so.
Yeah, blue side need to try and slow down the pace, you know. Now, the only way they have is somehow getting this late game. But I don't see a way where red side choke this lead. As, yeah, we see red side just going for the inhib. And it looks pretty clean.
Potentially not a 20-minute close, but game is very, very clean from red side. It's just a complete stomp. Potentially some draft adaptations from blue side, but not much you can do here.
Yeah, as we see chat, you know, only a 10k gold lead, it's winnable. Buddy, I'm not sure about that. It looks pretty doomed for blue. 14k gold lead in 20 minutes.
Oh, another Swaney. As Mystic Shot does go wide.
Especially with that, Leandri's burn's gonna tear through the tanks. The E barely whiffs. Octopus, potentially a kill on Domus Wizard if it hits. Everything up for red side though. As we are coming very closely, and I think this might be the last fight if it happens. The red side
Interesting approach of Fiddlesticks here, deciding to pick up the Proto Belt. I don't know if this is what people actually do, but I guess in this game you're just really looking for that clutch engage, so see how it works out for them.
Mate, blue need a miracle if they're gonna win this game.
The partner just hits his one shot completely gone, and the Gallios is invested as well, and just Pagan just makes another mistake, oversteps, no one is there, and tries to 1v1 the 1105, almost 3-item Ari, who is sitting on 1700 gold, picking up another needlessly large rod and takes
and that's red side ping Baron, saying we're gonna go for it. Let's go. 21-minute Baron. We're up 19 kills. And I don't know what blue can do here. You know, it's gonna be a hard defense of the base.
Super minion coming in from...
Yeah, especially with these, like uber important skill shots coming in, the RE, the Swain E, the Azure Q. It's gonna be rough with these minions also piling in on your base.
Yeah.
Not able to dodge the crucial skill shots and just getting picked off.
I mean, we are going to see I think it's just a masterclass from red, you know. Red side have really played this
just played through their 2 very strong players. Victor Drex, the platinum, or previously platinum carry, and just the mid jungle duo is just completely taking over the map. Helped with the bot dominance from the Ezreal Swain lane.
Man, I think this game won't pass 30 minutes, to be honest. I think
Gallo's getting flanked by Ezreal. Ezreal decides not to commit and it's just Dragon Soul. Inferno Soul onto an Ari, Ezreal, and Swain. It just looks a little doomed for them retaining blue side. Just not much.
And Baron buff. Whew.
Very painful plays.
I mean, red's not taking any risk, right? Saying that we'll clean this game with Baron, with Inferno. We're just gonna walk into your base, and what can you do?
Almost
you can just stand there and watch your Nexus explode.
They're really just gonna chuck their spells out and force them just to sit and counter while the base just gets destroyed. Like, there's really not much for blue side to do at this point.
Potentially a last fight, barely in. Comes in immediately on the fiddle, just renekton, diving onto the frame, gets one though. Lives, not for long, REP comes in, and the cat is the last one alive, and Ari picks up the quadra kill. And that is a bit of a mid-complete domination.
Renekton might be a little bit tilted, picking Ari's gold bounty, saying, yo, mid, pick your slack up, bro. This guy was 16-0 in my game.
And it's...
That's game 1, in the books. What do you think about that, guys?
I mean, I think we just saw a complete, like, not complete, there was disparities in every single lane. Yeah, almost complete disparity in every single lane of role there. Like, it's just rough, man. Like, during laning phase, like, all the lanes were just like tumbling. But yeah.
What do you think? What do you think blue can do to turn it around in
game 2? Chance to win this, maybe bring it to a 3rd game potentially.
Yeah, so just and just playing comfort and just like really focusing on the micro aspects is like not like dodging those skill shots, just making sure that like you're staying alive and keeping the game alive, I guess.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. To be honest, I think they need to call a booster up. That's my analysis of that game. Because it looks quite doomed for blue side if they get in their
All
activity.
right, man. Okay. Isaac, do you have any suggestions for how we can get a game 3 here?
Well, if red side decides to do us a favor and completely troll their draft and just start running it down, I don't think there's very much that blue can do. There seems to just be a complete gap in nearly every single lane, and there's not much top lane can do. I mean, you're not solo killing set enough times to just completely take over the game, and
I mean, possibly one option you have is like that, like earlier pre 10-minute TP to bot side just to maybe stop the bleeding and get some kills on yourself. If you're the Mr. Weasel here, but yeah, it's a tight situation to be in.
the cross map plays just never come out, and it's looking a little bit doomed for blue side. Looking a little bit doomed for throw one. Guess we're jumping straight into game 2, and I think potentially the players want to get out of there, but maybe some draft adaptations for throw one. And with blue side, they've got the first pick, so potentially they do something else.
Yeah, I think blue side will have to rework their side through draft. Or not, it might be slightly doomed.
Kazakhstan once again. A cat ban, potentially targeted on the support with a very minimal champ pool, but maybe not ideal.
I think it was correct. You know, Yumi, I guess, was the dangerous part of blue team's comp. The only way to get back, but we'll see.
Yeah. I mean, also from the other side, like you saw so many leads being created through the mid lane. I don't think it's necessarily like to ban out that mid anymore. Like a bit of ego from Get Right here, but I think it's justified.
Yeah, I agree. I
Set
think there's not much to do.
Set ban coming in. Potentially Renekton on red side though. Maybe handshaking a different lane matchup, but maybe just to carry through blue side top and throw one just trying to pick up the scraps here.
I think we need to see an Ari ban here. Wow.
The Nautilus ban comes out instead though.
Man, well, blue side just opening up the Ari again for Duckapus. I mean, if the guy goes 16-0, you better have a plan, or it's not going to be nice.
Surely they're not hoping for the salty run back, right? There's no way that they're planning to do a salty run back and just like draft save banned. I mean, yeah.
It'll be too hard to that. So we'll see it on draft, I guess.
But definitely looking for that mid jungle response into a very, very mid jungle dominant game from Get Right on blue side from game 1. Caitlyn though, first pick for lane.
Yeah. Can we get a damage graph, a stats rundown?
We can do that during
the Ari is coming back for round number 2.
Not bad.
Ring the bell.
Be another mid gap potentially.
Yeah, but I'll tell you, I think Ari did the most damage in that game for red. Just a hunch, buddy. Just a hunch. Yeah, another Ari. I think it's the right pick for red.
Nasus, blind picked up by red side. Just going with the confidence, knowing that potentially he would just win or just farm the lane and let his team carry him and just completely take over the mid to late game. Sona comes out with the Caitlyn pairing though.
Interesting pairing. Quite strange, but we'll just see how it plays out. Might be the secret pick.
The Sona is a very mechanically unintensive champion. Does require very good spacing, very good map awareness, very good team fight movement. Otherwise, you're just going to get completely blown up. So picking for lane, Caitlyn Sona is still relatively strong in poke, and Vi gets picked up in the jungle. Blind pick.
Look, I mean, if it's going to be a
Very interesting. I'm not gonna lie. They have 5 roles. Every single one of them have been blind picked by both teams. So the Lee Sin comes out potentially for jungle, likely, unless there's an Ari support coming out. But Lee Sin jungle, just 2 other game junglers trying to once again take over the map. Fiora banned on red side. Answers to Nasus.
I mean, I feel like if it's a way for blue side to win this game, it's through the top side, right? We saw the Renek actually getting kills onto set. And that was a lane where I thought it was the most even. And picking the Nasus, I think, senses a bit of arrogance from red. And I think blue side can punish that arrogance with a strong top lane pick. But yes, we see a Vlad ban. Fiora and Vlad ban, that's quite nice. Saying that we won't allow you strong picks. Strong picks in top mid, that's mainly it. And Swain Pike, I think quite reasonable. You know, the Pike is a very strong pick, especially for teams that have an advantage, because you get that extra gold in your pockets.
Yeah, just really accelerating the game, and with the extra bounty, 300 gold, every 300 gold per kill, and you get your late game carries online sooner, so you can just end quicker. Waiting for 4th red pick here. A little bit of twisted fate. Unsure if that's because I just forgot to lock in a champion and auto picked, but I assume we'll get clarification.
Yeah, so Dylan, from my side, I've heard that Nasus has been a misclick for Get Right on red side. Not sure about the Twisted Fate, but
Mate, I don't think they should be able to take
Mate.
it back.
Mate,
Feel like, you know, red
Yeah,
side are
yeah.
pulling some misfix here.
probably some interesting interpretations of our tournament rules, but yes.
Someone said on, well, okay, what?
Okay.
I think red side's just
Okay.
gonna have to play what he plays.
Yeah, I think red side, you know, they've drafted that. Yeah, we already given
Yeah,
them Ezreal.
this-
That just seems
A little bit
yeah, I
inconsiderate.
don't think it would be fair for Fro
Yeah.
1 to just be like, well, we were gonna ban Draven, we were gonna ban you know, whatever. And now you just picking someone else. Don't the teams switch after every game? So the blue side from last game is red side this game. Yeah, I think they will swap in game, but for draft, I guess not.
Very interesting.
Yeah, very interesting indeed.
Potentially we get confirmation, but by the looks of it,
I mean, look, if red side are so dominant, they should be able to win with this comp. You know, it doesn't matter you're playing Lee Sin support, Ari or Nasus support. You gotta go for it.
no, the Nasus support might be a take from Ellis's stream. Any Ellis Church followers, Lord and Savior, check him out on Twitch.
Yeah, I think we should be swapping sides though, right? We should be swapping
Twitch.tv
sides.
/ IMLS for the Twitch Prime guys, but
We should swap sides, no? How? Why? What? I guess we're not swapping
answers
sides.
from organizers, but
Yeah. You gotta. They've got to swap sides. You know. You know, we played once on blue, once on red. Yeah. Yeah. No. Well, we're gonna try and get this sorted out. Well, I don't know. Red side are gonna have. Well, Get Right are gonna have to try and play for real this time, I guess, with some interesting picks.
honestly, Twisted Fate support with a Nasus top Ari mid Lee Sin jungle isn't even too bad. Twisted Fate with the guaranteed stun onto the Sona Caitlyn, Vijax, or even Silas, and Draven just mows them down completely.
Yeah, I agree. As we are trying to get this to start, hopefully, soon.
Got some. Sorting out the team, and
Yep.
I think everyone's ready. Might just jump into it.
Alright, let's go, let's
Alright.
go! Game 2. Hopefully we get a better
Jumping
game.
into
This one.
the 5v5, and looks like red side is rather.
Looks like we're gonna have a TF support, indeed. I mean, I guess if you troll pick, that's the consequences, you know, there's no take backs in drafting.
The TF support with Predator, with the Dark Harvest, with the Phase Rush even, very, very strong, very potent in Norms, in solo queue, taking over the entire map with the TFR, the Destiny Gate. So, potentially just...
But I think
another
blue side is a very
dominance.
strong early game, right? With the... I think blue side
Definitely.
will look to play at the bot side, on the bot side. With the Lee Sin, with the Draven, they're looking to get early kills and get wins.
Though Silas does have that ult pickup potentially on the Nasus, on the Ahri, on the Draven, Twisted Fate, all decently good ults. Obviously not perfect for Silas, but very strong nonetheless. And Silas into Ahri, 6 dashes during level 6, so more than 6 actually, 8 for the Silas. Wait, how many dashes does Silas have? 3 from
7
Ahri,
plus if
plus
you hit E2 is 8.
8.
Wow,
8 dashes for
8,
Silas.
yeah.
Right?
that's a
Replay
lot of
game,
drag.
there you
That's
go,
a
lad.
lot. A lot of ashes.
If you get hit by the Ahri charm during lane as Silas, then maybe just failing the reaction time test.
Yeah, get right here on blue side, picking the Draven. Really want to just break open the bot lane really early on again. Looking to repeat something like last game. We'll see how that goes. But
Just completely one-shot the Sonar. Don't know
I
if it's
want to
possible.
believe that it will probably happen. But we'll wait. Let's wait again.
Post-draft predictions?
Get right on blue.
Yeah, looking at game 1, I think
Picking based off team comps rather than players.
Look, in
Uh,
terms of
Team
team
comp would
comps,
be rather.
In terms of team comps, I still prefer left.
Still prefer left?
Still prefer blue, yeah.
Okay.
yeah, I
Given-
don't. I think
Giving
red
you the
has a good
stamp of
chance.
approval?
You know,
You
we saw
think?
Broxer
Or
in
Volta?
CLG.
Oh my god.
Click pick the Vi, first time in 2 years. And guess what? It worked out well. Sometimes you don't need the flashy plays. You press R
True.
and you engage.
Sometimes you just want the point and click stun.
Yeah, like last game with the Fiddlestick Scalio, even though it wasn't pulled off, I think it was a good thought from Throw One. And
Definitely
this
the right
time with the
idea.
Vi, we'll see if we can get the same. But it'll be interesting to see if Throw One are able to take this game to game 3, or will we get a 2-0 sweep from Get
Bit of
Right?
content.
Hopefully,
keep it
in my
complete.
opinion, we gotta close the game. I don't care who wins. Please don't be a 20-minute stomp. At least give us a team fight.
Potentially a show match afterwards as well. So
Yeah, maybe the casters have to play. You know.
back up our word.
Interesting.
And
Maybe
we
the
just threw
casters
the
have to play.
trap on both of us. Make us 3v5 true.
Yeah, just make us
True that
3-5.
medal. I mean, at least as long as Dylan gives me stamp of approval to play Twisted Fate for a clash, if he ever lets me on the clash team ever again, Twisted Fate support Insulock.
I mean, we've got the captain of the Scots team, so
Respect on the name, bud. Respect on the name.
respect on the name, dude. Respect
Nothing
on the
but.
name. Yeah, but I think Ducklepuss will be the one to watch this game. 16-0, clear MVP of last game. Will he
Again,
be
still on
able?
the Ahri.
Will he be able to repeat that game 1 MVP performance presented you by State Farm Analyst Desk?
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Watching way too much LCS, literally the most cringe dog water region, but that's okay.
Thank you very much.
Anson just, it has different tastes. And
mean,
we
LCS
jump
is
into
not
game
bad.
once my PC finally loads, so we'll
Yeah,
see you on
hopefully
the
we
other
get in the
side.
game, it's good being a caster. You don't get much slack. And we get to see some riveting gameplay.
Yep, that's for sure.
Well, let's see. Let's go. Let's go. We're into game 2. We're loading up, I guess.
It looks like we're pulling out the TF support, starting TP with the spellbook.
Very
Very
interesting.
Yeah, interesting.
Interested to see where this TP is gonna go. I assume it's gonna be middle
Mid
top
lane
and not
or
back lane after he dies, but
Let's
we'll
hope
see.
not.
It's spellbook Nats
Would
as
it-
well. Alright, I'm
Very
in game.
confident it seems with the lane. I'll let you know.
Well, apparently I am. I am. Alright. I've stopped at 5 seconds. Yeah, but I think we'll hopefully see a much closer game.
I'll stop at 7 seconds.
Alright, 7 seconds. We're stopping? Okay. I stopped at 7.
6, 7. Just some
Alright.
new goals.
Everyone on 7?
Yep.
Yep, okay. 3, 2, 1, start. We're in game. Let's go. Hopefully we'll see a invade, I think, from one side, because that would be more interesting than a boring start, especially for the fans who have gathered around here today in the league stream, tuning into a what is a bronze to gold match. Thank you for your time.
Complete fiesta, but
Bit of
we love it.
fiesta. It's more interesting than your high-level macro LCK games.
true.
I mean, we did
Wait,
see
second
yesterday T1 vs Nongshim, went
cat?
17
An
minutes.
hour.
Man, that was boring, dude.
Yeah.
We saw 2 kills in like 40 minutes.
Really interested to see the choice of cleanse on Caitlyn here. I guess
Deciding
she's
to cleanse the TF
Yeah.
card.
cleanse the TF card, but we'll see how well that works out for her.
And hoping not to get hit by the charm.
Yeah, it seems like a normal start again from both sides. No invades. So we'll see how this goes. Definitely, I think we'll see red side looking for ganks at level 6 with the Vi engage. Lee Sin may be able to go for more early engages down bot. Maybe a cheese even at level 2 with the Lee Sin, it's possible.
Very, very flexible, just up to the Lee Sin to show some skill expression. A cheese in the top side gets the stun off onto Milk, misses it by auto-spacing himself, and Get Wrong gets in aggressively, misses the stun, and it's just an electric proc and just losing trade from level 1 onwards.
Yeah, the Cyrus E2 hitting a minion. Quite unfortunate, but it is what it
Getting
is.
poked out completely.
I think it's the small things that differentiate Duckbus and Get Wrong. Stuff like that seems like why Duckbus went 16-0.
Caitlyn auto-spacing himself against a Twitch, or a TF rather. That Mr. Weasel misses the stun again. Shoemaker just using that vision from the bush and trying to get that stun off. Get that cheese with that Draven damage with Hail of Blades. Very, very strong in the early levels.
Yeah, I want Throw 1 to prove me wrong, right? Saying that last game was just a fluke. This game, we're gonna show up and take game 2.
Completely ready for a third game. And Jax with a very deep ward onto the enemy Lee Sin jungle, who's deciding to do a full clear bot side, so stunting his ganking potential potentially. Complete vision on Lee Sin and tracking here though.
Yeah, I think it's a very smart word from Jax, saying that we as a jungler will be able to figure out where you are. When you're on blue buff, we'll know.
And we know when you're not on
play
blue buff,
that.
you're not top side. And there
Yeah.
you go, Lee Sin revealed on the blue.
But, I think it will be a very slow game this one. Or not. Well, surely they spot lead here. They do.
Still here. We see the lead. Jack's backing off.
Might have
Vice here for the
scuttle
scuttle
fight
contest.
here.
Ari has full prio. So this might not be good for red side. Lee Sin is
Yeah, but
jammed
Jack's
into
prio.
camp, and Silas is 0 HP.
Oh man!
Markapus over the wall. The flash charm and everything just hits, and it might just be
Yeah,
another
here comes the
hit. The sun hits.
TF,
TP
yeah.
coming in from top side, and TFTP coming top. Vi gets out with the dash, and Shoesmaker gets the sun onto the Jax. It's a solo kill from the Lee Sin angle. It might be a dive though. He has flash. And Vi has just 2 kills in the early game, and mismanagement of globals and lane pressure from red side once again.
Ooh.
Yeah, man. I don't
Looking
know.
up.
Oh,
Sun,
that's corrupting bots.
flash.
Corrupting bots.
Fox the corrupting pods has the biscuits. Just greeds for the base cancel. Down gaming Shoesmaker. Staying topside. Caitlyn and Sonar with a very big wave should probably crash it, but that Mr. Weasel still staying.
Yeah, that Draven
Lane
is
should
getting
look to go
exiled
for
into River.
No
Oh, yeah.
assist.
Looks rough, dude. Looks rough. This looks.
Kills
This
on
is- doesn't bode
the
well.
R
We
released
get
in once
3.
again.
Yeah, and that's
Get
just
one,
stacking
2, and the
3 waves here. 3 to 4.
Potential
yeah.
dive, maybe calling the Lee Sin, and Wild Jax has the E and the flash, but with this big of a minion wave, if you lose it, it's very, very bad. Has full vision though. Lee Sin decides against it, decides to play bot side, wants to pick up the bulls and the cogs.
I think it's very smart play from blue side. You know, recognizing at the scuttle that Silas isn't able to come into for the engage. He's too low, and taking a 3-on-2, eventually a 4-on-2 with the TFTP nets him 2 kills. Are we going to see the same thing that happened in game 1?
Traded. Stun hits, W
go.
comes down and jumps in the wave and gets the level up, and top is just farming once again. Damisa with a little bit of a chunk though.
There is no ward for blue side as Fire pushes on the top side here.
Draven coming in 2v1 for now. TF not able to join the fight. Caitlyn ease out, gets the headshot. Blue card selected. Vi coming in for the gank though. Remember, Nasus has no flash and no summoners to combat with the thing, and it's just an easy kill. Decides on who gets it, and Jax decides to get it. Playing through the Hyper carry top potentially, and good gank by Vi. Maybe no pickup on the Lee Sin on the counter side, and very clean for the red side. Getting back.
And Toron making a statement, just getting themselves on the board and saying, hey, we're not here to get perfect games again.
Yeah, I like this play from
Charm into the E, and Get Wrong just gets half health. Ari level 6, it might just be a level 6 dive. Ari very, very, very slippery. Silas decides against picking up the Ari also. Just a complete CS gap in the mid lane as well. Down 14 CS.
Yeah, I like this game from Vi. You know, especially considering that Nasus doesn't really have much in the early game, and you've got Jax who needs to get fed, who has been performing consistently on your team. You've gotta get that man ahead to have a chance of winning this game.
Get Wrong losing a tower plate mid. Decides against blowing the teleport summoner advantage. Down lots of CS and tempo in mid lane though, so not sure about that decision. Bots just farming.
Yeah,
The
nothing
K1
much to say.
not really working out. Lee Sin invading with full bottom mid prior though. Ari's already run across. Silas still hasn't been TP, just a control ward. Wave stack topside. Fighting in the minion wave, gets the stun off, just drops minion aggro in the bush and takes a positive trade.
On both
I like
sides. Oh,
What's going on though? Dash in,
Ooh!
misses the charm, ult another, pick up on the stun, Q, ignite popping, ticking, dead. Get Wrong decides against using the Ari ult, doesn't pick it up, and the Wither comes out on the Jags, very slow, has Conqueror. No Q though, just a Q trade back. Jax just using that vision, that wave, pushing against tower. Nasus can't really draw cartridge, will miss that wave to tower, and Jax zoning the Nasus from that earlier tempo gank.
yeah, and in the meantime, we just saw the 3-man invade from bot side just shoving by off of camps again. But They back out, and Vi's able to retake her blue and Grom.
Yeah, Draven just playing quite aggressively in this lane. Not
Getting the
scared
head
of the Caitlyn Sona bot lane, who doesn't really have a threat unless we see Sona ult at level 6 going for Draven.
You really should know that even though Caitlyn's on 50 CS, she has not backed yet, so she is still sitting on just a D-Blade compared to the Moon Quiver on Draven.
Up 300 gold, and Caitlyn's sitting on almost 2,000 gold now, so very interesting decision by bot side. Sona as well hasn't cashed in, walking up with the red card, gets the slow, killed by the Sona. Darkness Weasel with a slightly stacking wave. Vice here though has ult, decides against jumping in. Lee Sin topside, has kick, decides against flash kicking. Wave stacking. Jax definitely needs to burn TP for this, or call for someone to come help him, because his wave is pushing in. He's not looking good.
Ooh.
Ari.
Charm hits again, that's some interesting hitbox, and that's just half health electrically procced. That's how the matchup goes. If you get hit by Charm, you just gone completely. Health fun.
Wow, I think it's just another Ari masterclass. 20 CS up by 10 minutes and 2 kills.
Right, picks up the jungle though. Lee Sin ping for the top gank. Bot just backs. Mr. Weedle is definitely dead here. Oh, never mind. Misses the Q. Just very clean ward hop dash and... well, Jack's ward hop, I guess. And gets the flash out and misses the... or avoids the Lee Sin kick, rather.
Yeah, at least it's not a opening at 10 minutes. It's 3-1 the kill score. I think Throw 1 have done much better in this early game. Only a 1.7k gold lead. Sizable, but comebackable is what I'd say.
Once again, Silas does come into his own during the mid game once he picks in an item or two, so potentially he's in. Very aggressive for the CS, just getting completely chunked by the Qs though from the RE range. Not much. The ult in, has to flash the charm though. Avoid another solo kill. Always worth taking ult. Nasus is though. Has Ghost. Mid, Get Wrong is just conceding tower and ease into the RE charm and just completely one shot. Gets ignited, doesn't even need it, but Get Wrong solo killed under tower again.
And I think Vi's gonna come into mid lane, or this Ari's gonna be a bit of a beast. Because look at that, Ari 3-0 on the board, 92 to 56 CS, really asserting dominance throughout the series. Whoever in the chat said Duckpless was hella good. I agree, dude. I agree, man.
Potentially an RE ban would have stunted a lot of that, but keep in mind it's just the RE ahead. Rest of the lane is very even as you can see from the gold. Only 100 gold difference, give or take, from the supports. Well, 300 gold rather from the supports and 100 from the ADs. And mid lane is a 2k gold deficit from red side. The jungle and top side completely even, so it's just up to Ari to snowball that lead. Luden's Echo at 12 minutes into the game. Still hasn't picked up a Dark Seal though.
Yeah, pretty safe game. But I think blue side have options back in the game.
Things coming in though. Vi might be caught out in jungle, just dashes away. Lee Sin with the Herald, camping the bush, might be dead. Okay. Dashes into the charm again, and that's fails kick, doesn't need it, it's still fighting, kicks away, and to pick up on the Silas. And the Herald gets picked as well. I think he accidentally summoned the Herald instead of trying to ward hop, but Herald picks up first tower mid lane, once again goes all to Ari and Lee Sin, and it's just a jungle mid gap again. Top's fighting though, might be a solo kill if he decides to go all in, decides against it, and Nassus are still there.
Yeah, I think the threat is critical.
Once Force Magic goes in 2v1. The flash in from the TF, flash Q follow up, and Caitlyn potentially get trades. Flashes in to trade for the auto, potentially. Lee Sin's here to get the exhaust there. And it's a double kill for the Lee Sin, and it's a 7-0 mid jungle. Darkness the Weasel comes in, misses the E, just hops out, W's the creep, and He's losing trades very slowly on the top side. Vi coming in on the cross map play. Flash dashes, misses the airborne, has the ult guarantee anyways. Masters with the ult pops, decides not to go for the trade and decides to just give the kill, and Vi gets some cross map, but like looks a little bit doomed for the jungle mid lane of red side.
Yeah, looks. I guess Vi is able to pick that kill top side, really prioritizing the Jax, which I think is the correct call. Your mid lane is a little bit doomed.
Ulting in. Okay, gets juked. Still has another ult. Silas on cooldown, I guess. Takes the Ahri ult. The teleport in from the TF. Rather than Twisted Fatal. Bit of an inch. Maybe this is comebackable. You can take the shutdown. This is the healing. Vi still there. Gets the knock off. Comes in and it's
comeback. Just
double kill for Dark Horse, and it is not looking good for red side. Might be another critic. Vixen goes in for the 2v1. The insect gets a double knock up. The Draven's there with the W. Flashed out by the Throner, but still gets one shot by the fucking Lee. Excuse my language, the Lee Sid. And Draven just chasing down the Caitlyn. Has the W coming up very soon. Decides to pop it. Has the Axe. Caitlyn has outranged her.
It is a 10-0 jungle mid duo from Get Right here, really establishing their dominance in this game, as they have so far. But not to say Red has no chances. I think Throw One do have some chances with their top lane. He's 1-0, but it's going to be a tall task for him.
Once you get those shutdowns, it's like a bank investment. Playing solo queue, get solo killed a couple times in lane, get your jungler to come pick up the solo kill, the bounty rather, and it's still winnable once you pick up that bounty.
Looking at a 4-man dive on his turret. Let's see if Get Right sniffs it out. They will not.
And that claim as well, the time still hits, and Ahri just gets a double kill, and it's a complete disaster for red side.
Yeah, 12 kills now on blue, 7 kills on the Ahri. 23 kills.
Right, coming in for another gank.
Top side. Nasus, once again, no flash, so you can completely capitalize this. Pagan with the Vi ult, but defense against using it, and bot tower is just going to get completely torn down. Silas just losing all complete prior in the range versus melee matchup. And that's the inner tower gone as well. Just one more in hit. Standing rather. Excuse me. Get Wrong just gets completely trumped by the Draven axes.
Wow, Get Right really showing their dominance throughout this game.
Knocking him once again.
Inhibit 16 minutes, just wow. I don't think this Jax is able to do much, you know, I think Throw One needs to go for some plays. They can't really hold this.
The Fudge is dead. Completely one shot by the Draven axe and the knock up. The 4-man stun from the Sonar R though. Lee Sin kick doesn't come through for the opposition team. Solo kill.
I know we're joking about top island, but
Actually just top island. Without getting solo kill with the Naxus stack, and
This is a 17-minute win.
It's might be a 17-minute win for red side, for blue side rather, and they aren't very minions. The minion waves at the inhib, and Vi gets charmed, completely chunked. The Weesin Q whiffs though.
KLR coming out and tagging.
Kills.
Also on a slow.
Walks
Yeah.
into the charm and just completely gets one shot. Remember, Clem's not using the earlier fight and just doesn't have it up, and they're just running it down. We want to give this pre-20-minute win to the enemy team. And
I just feel bad for Throw One. I mean,
just
what can they do at this point?
Ash misses once with Magic, knocks up. Pagan, Chunk, Ignite taken, gets killed, picked up by the TF. By Mr. Weasel, the Jax is here after farming topside for the past 15 minutes. Gets the Q, gets the W, can potentially go to start, and Nasus is on the backside, has the teleport, has the E come through, and sure just 2v1.
The winners. Ooh,
Dodges the E, or rather missed by Dark Get Wrong, and
Oh,
Nasus is a balance champion, walks out of the E, and might be bad. Might be a 2v1.
Honey, he wins here.
Comes out, and I think he wins here with the Q stack.
Oh, he is getting close to him here.
Everyone gets the Nasus ult though. Gets the HP. Kalen's here to back up his team. And the root comes out. The headshot. I don't think that Kalen wants this 1v1 with the Nasus. Divine Sunroad 2-2-1 just stacking top rate for the past 17 minutes, even though he's been slightly
oh,
camped.
Brave Note.
Nice try. Gale Force and Sona's Mythic coming
Yeah,
out.
Nasser's just really looking up to pick up the grub for some mana refill. Or just gold.
I think
Taking
we'll
what you
see
can
a very
get.
early Baron or this game.
So there is no Drake win condition for blue side, so maybe if they throw a little bit, pick up some bounties on red side, cash them in on the Silas, who still doesn't have a mythic yet, potentially take over the game from blue side's mistakes, but this Draven is just completely chunky them on the tower, and you just can't walk up against a TFR because you will be permanently CC'd. Sonogo has a flash exhaust ult so
Oh, rough.
that is very, very rough. Pagan goes in, gets the knock up on the Ari regardless, and the Ari is just on the backline, just completely one-shotting everyone. The Jack's 1v4 in the backline, trying to do what he can, but can't get it done, and Ari is just completely...
I think that's game. That's game.
That's game.
12-0 for the Ari
What
side.
he did it.
29 kills in 2 games throughout the series. 6-0 for the Lee Sin.
Might need to check his PC.
14 to 15 kills, I believe, across the series. And I think we're gonna need to look at the damage charts this game because that was,
remotely not close at all.
yeah, not very close indeed.
Interesting. Let's see advanced details.
Yeah, just Ari just blowing everything out of the water.
Lord, just
Whoa.
completely taking over the game. That is quite
Quadrupling Silas's
unfortunate.
damage.
That is quite unfortunate.
Mate,
Well-
if you add jungle, mid, AD carry and support together, you still don't get Ari's damage.
It's very, very unlucky.
That's quite unlucky.
Well,
Well, like, congrats to Get Right. They showed up on the day. They were the pre-game favorites, and they've showed up, showing why they...
Do indeed get it right.
Yeah.
Get the win.
thank you, Dylan.
Thank you.
Welcome,
Oh, yeah.
guys. Yes, thanks all you guys for tuning in, and I don't know for the last broadcast, but I hope you'll catch TSC Esports some other time.
Thank you for the plug, Dylan.
Yeah.
Yeah, just...
There you go, selling out his school, but there you go.
Hey.